There's a kind of love that feels like fire, intense, consuming, passionate. And there's another kind that feels like water, calm, steady, life-giving. Most people chase the fire, but it's the water that sustains. Because passion starts relationships, but discipline keeps them alive. Love, at its highest form, isn't a feeling to be managed. It's a practice to be honored. We often think love should always feel spontaneous and exciting, but love without steadiness becomes chaos dressed as romance. The ancients understood this deeply. They saw love not as a flash of emotion, but as a form of spiritual discipline, a sacred act of showing up with awareness, again and again, especially when you least feel like it. They called this the yoga of the heart, the practice of remaining kind when you're tired, patient when you're provoked, and truthful when silence feels easier. Love requires mastery, not mood. Feelings are waves. They rise, crash, and fade. If your love moves only when your feelings do, it will always be unstable. The foundation of any lasting relationship is emotional steadiness, the ability to stay rooted when emotion tries to sway you. That doesn't mean suppressing what you feel. It means mastering it. It means learning to express with compassion, not explosion. It means pausing before reacting, listening before assuming, and choosing understanding over being right. That's discipline in love. Passion without peace becomes exhaustion. Passion is beautiful, but it's volatile. It ignites quickly and burns out just as fast. When two people mistake excitement for connection, they chase highs and panic at lows. But love that lasts isn't about constant intensity. It's about constant integrity. Peaceful love isn't dull, it's durable. It's not the spark that excites. It's the flame that endures. It grows quietly, like trust, invisible, yet indispensable. The discipline of choosing calm in conflict. Every relationship faces storms, but storms don't destroy what's strong, they reveal it. In moments of conflict, love is tested not by how loud you defend yourself, but by how calmly you protect the relationship itself. The ancients called this sama, meaning equanimity, the ability to stay balanced even when the world shakes. You can feel anger and still respond gently. You can be disappointed and still choose grace. You can be hurt and still refuse to harm. That's not weakness. That's mastery. Because the highest discipline is the ability to remain kind in chaos. Discipline as devotion. We often think devotion means grand gestures, but true devotion is consistency. It's showing up with respect even when you disagree. It's doing what love requires, not what mood demands. Every act of steady care, listening, forgiving, supporting, waiting, is devotion in disguise. The ancients practiced discipline not for control, but for connection. Because without discipline, even love loses its depth. They knew, discipline without love is control. Love without discipline is chaos. The power of restraint. Restraint is underrated in modern relationships. We're told to speak our truth and say everything you feel. But not every thought deserves a voice, and not every impulse deserves an action. Restraint is not repression, it's responsibility. It's the ability to feel deeply, but act wisely. When you hold back harsh words, when you let silence heal before anger spills, when you pause before you judge, you're not suppressing love, you're strengthening it. Because love grows in spaces where patience is practiced. Love as emotional fitness. Think of discipline in love the same way you think of physical fitness. If you stop training, you lose strength. If you stop nurturing, you lose connection. Emotional muscles, empathy, patience, forgiveness, need daily exercise. They grow only through repetition. Every time you stay calm in conflict, you're training emotional endurance. Every time you forgive without scorekeeping, you're stretching your capacity for grace. Every time you listen instead of interrupting, you're strengthening trust. Love that lasts isn't luck, it's training. Forgiveness is a form of strength. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing. It means refusing to let bitterness control the rhythm of love. Every time you forgive, you free both hearts. You choose peace over ego. You replace reaction with reflection. The ancients saw forgiveness as purification, not a favor to the other, but a release for the self. It's a discipline that requires humility. And humility is the soil where love grows deepest roots. The discipline of appreciation. Routine can dull awareness. The longer we stay with someone, the easier it is to overlook them. But love that endures keeps its eyes open. It notices the small things, the effort, the gestures, the patience, and names them. Consistent appreciation is emotional oxygen. Without it, love suffocates under familiarity. Take time daily, not yearly, to say thank you, to express value. Not as a performance, but as practice. That's discipline disguised as tenderness. The balance between boundaries and compassion. Discipline in love also means boundaries. Knowing when to pause, when to rest, when to say no with kindness. Because without boundaries, love becomes sacrifice. And sacrifice without purpose turns to resentment. Boundaries are not walls. They're respect lines. They say, this is where I end and where we begin. Ancient teachers viewed compassion and boundaries as twins. You can't have one without the other. Love that lacks boundaries becomes chaos. Boundaries without love become coldness. Balance them and you find harmony. Consistency during change. Every relationship evolves. People grow, seasons shift, energy fluctuates. But love with discipline adapts without losing essence. When your foundation is consistency, kindness, honesty, patience, no change can break the bond. You become less afraid of evolution because your connection doesn't depend on constant sameness. It depends on steady values. Love that adjusts is love that endures. Ancient calm in modern chaos. Imagine a potter shaping clay. Too much pressure and it cracks. Too little and it collapses. Only steady, patient pressure creates form. That's how disciplined love works. Steady hands, patient guidance, consistent presence. In every relationship, you are the potter and the clay, sculpting each other through rhythm and restraint. The masterpiece isn't perfection, it's harmony. From passion to peace. When love matures, it moves from passion to peace. Not because the fire dies, but because it finds direction. It burns warmer, not wilder. It nourishes instead of consuming. That's when love stops being something you fall into and becomes something you stand within. That's not dullness, that's depth. Because anyone can fall in love, but only the disciplined can stay there. Take a deep breath. Think of the person you love most. Now ask yourself, when life tests us, do I bring fire or do I bring calm? Do I add to the noise or do I hold the silence? Do I love only when it's easy or even when it's inconvenient? Because love without discipline burns bright, but dies fast. Love with discipline glows quietly for a lifetime. Discipline doesn't make love rigid, it makes it reliable. It turns emotion into evolution. And the true test of love isn't how high it flies. It's how steady it stays when the wind changes. Choose peace over passion, presence over performance, consistency over chaos. Because the world doesn't need more people falling in love. It needs more people staying there.